Story comes to us from news.yahoo.com. Well, a professor from a university was removed from a meeting, and she was representing a certain particular movement or group. That's right, a Black Lives Matter Los Angeles leader was forcibly removed by campus police from a mayoral debate Sunday at Cal State Los Angeles.
Well, several groups, Jeff, including the NAACP, are condemning the violent removal of a Cal State LA professor from Sunday's LA mayoral debate.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
One of the leaders of the Black Lives Matter Los Angeles leader was forcibly removed by campus police from the auditorium. Melina Abdullah, a professor at Cal State LA, told the LA Times she was carried out of the room by police officers because she did not have a ticket to the event.
Shame on you! Shame on you!
Dr. Melina Abdullah, who is also the co-founder of Black Lives Matter LA, was attending the debate when campus police physically removed her from the room for not having a ticket to the event. Civil rights groups are calling for the removal of the university's president and police officers from campus where Abdullah had taught for 20 years.
Melina Abdullah, a professor at Cal State Los Angeles and former chair of the school's Pan-African Studies Department, told The Times she was carried out of the room by police officers because she did not have a ticket to the event. Well, if you need a ticket. Protests about the exclusion of certain candidates from the stage preceded the event, and attendance had been closely monitored with only a small audience of 40 to 50 people allowed inside the auditorium. Video shared on Twitter showed police officers dragging Abdullah outside the auditorium. Now, Abdullah said via text, noting that students, faculty, and the public weren't allowed inside a near-empty theater. Debates should be public, especially at a public university.
Abdullah later tweeted, quote, "Today I attempted to watch the mayoral debate held on campus where I've taught for 20 years. As I waited for it to start, the white Pat Brown Institute director called the police on me. He and each of the candidates watched as I was brutally removed."
My legs propped open on the last day of Ramadan. I can say to you as a Black Muslim woman, that was the ultimate in humiliation and degradation and dehumanization.
Now, Abdullah, however, said the police were attempting to arrest me, but did not arrest her at the scene and told her they would be reaching out to her later. Activists have dogged the major candidates in recent months and briefly disrupted a mayoral forum focused on Asian American Pacific Islanders issues that was held Saturday in Little Tokyo. Sunday's debate went off without interruption, but Abdullah and at least one other person were forcibly removed from the audience minutes before it was set to begin. Cal State Los Angeles police did not respond to requests for comment. They're not going to. Now, protesters did not say what they were calling for, but they chanted, "Shame on you," and this is a public university, as candidates looked on for them removing Abdullah. Raphael Sonnenschein, executive director of Cal State Los Angeles' Pat Brown Institute for Public Affairs, which co-sponsored the debate, was seen pacing near the stage as he was informed about 20 minutes before it began that people without passes had entered the area. A Times reporter saw Sonnenschein ask campus police officers what options they would have in removing protesters. Abdullah said to the Times in a written statement, "I should have been able to watch the mayoral debate that was happening on my own campus." Remember, she's a professor there at the campus. She's staff. She says, "I'm still processing the fact that Raphael Sonnenschein, someone who called himself a friend, who I've known well since I was in graduate school, called the police and had me forcibly and brutally removed."
Cal State LA told us Monday the event was not open to the public and Abdullah was not on the guest or media list. She was asked multiple times to leave the venue and did not. So she was then removed from the building, they say, and immediately released.
Abdullah added, I'm processing that I was yelling for help, that I was being hurt, and called for Karen Bass and Kevin De Leon, two people who have been very close for more than 20 years. They said nothing, not even a simple please put her down, nor did any other candidate. It's both hurtful and outrageous. Sonnenschein declined to comment. And then it goes down. They talked to some other people there that were there. Mike Fuhrer, looks like he may have made a statement. He's one of the candidates. But the real question here, and there's so many questions here. Let's look at some of the questions. She's not a law professor. She's a professor at Cal State. Like, she works there, right? It's a public forum. It's a mayoral debate. They said there was only 40 to 50 people allowed to have tickets to get into the mayoral debate. This is you know how many people you could seat in Cal State Los Angeles auditorium? 40 to 50 people. That's the first row. So, I don't know. It's almost like this mayoral debate is a clown show. You know, they could have let more people in. We can let some more people in. Look at all the seats we got. It is a mayoral debate.